Hello all, my name is Jacob Kello, and today I'll be walking you through my stock pitch on the company BEEM Global, ticker BEEM on the New York Stock Exchange. BEEM Global is an American photovoltaic solar company that offers solar power products and proprietary technology solutions for electric vehicle charging infrastructure, out-of-home advertising platforms, and energy security and disaster preparedness. The company's main revenue source comes from photovoltaic solar energy-powered electric vehicle chargers, with the fastest deployment time and lowest installation costs worldwide. BEEM Global was founded by Robert Lane Noble on June 12, 2006, and was formerly known as Envision. The company is headquartered in San Diego, California. In the year 2020, the global electric vehicle market size was valued at $246.74 billion, which was down 9.7% from 2019 due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. However, Fortune Business Insights, a company which specializes in the research of sectors, projects that by 2027, the electric vehicle market will grow to $985.72 billion, which represents a CAGR of 17.4%. In unit terms, the global electric vehicle market demand was estimated at 8.5 million vehicles in 2020 and is projected to reach 116 million units by 2030, according to Bloomberg New Energy Finance. Demand for electric vehicles clearly exists and is being met by newer electric vehicle companies and some traditional internal combustion engine auto companies, which are now producing more electrical vehicle lines. As demand and in turn supply rises, demand for electric vehicle charging stations also rises. The increasingly high demand for electric vehicle charging stations is not being met, and lack of charging stations has been listed as a major deterrent for consumers not purchasing electric vehicles by McKinsey & Company. This presents an opportunity for BEEM Global, which engages in the invention, design, engineering, and sale of photovoltaic solar-powered products for electric vehicle charging infrastructure. The company's flagship product, the patented EV Arc Terminal, is the world's only transportable, solar-powered, and permanent electric vehicle charging station. The product generates and stores all of its own photovoltaic solar energy and has the fastest deployment time and is the most scalable of any electric vehicle charging station in the world. BEEM has generated a 5-year sales CAGR of 37.7%. The company is projected to generate even more revenue growth in the upcoming years due to their new GSA MAS contract that allows federal and state agencies to purchase BEEM's products. Therefore, due to increased demand for electric vehicles and in turn electric vehicle charging stations, little to no competition for the company, product superiority in comparison to other electric vehicle charging stations, and policy tailwinds, it is recommended that BEEM be added to the AIM Small Cap Domestic Fund at a price target of $104.59, representing a 115.92% upside. BEEM Global currently offers 4 very unique products: the EV Arc, which is used to power standard electric vehicles; the Solar Tree, which is used to power medium and heavy-duty vehicles; the EV Standard, which is in development and will be used as a solar and light wind power streetlight replacement; and the UAV Arc, which is in development and will be used as a renewable charger for unmanned aerial autonomous vehicles for military and consumer purposes. All 4 products have strong patents, and because of this, BEEM doesn't have many actual direct competitors to their products. Next, BEEM's chargers can charge any brand or class of electric vehicle. There is no need for permitting or construction, no electric work required, no utility bill, and no vulnerability to blackouts, which is what makes their products so unique. Deployment time is also a huge factor in electric vehicle chargers. In California and New York, it takes an average of 18 months and 24 months respectively to deploy grid-tied chargers that aren't fully renewable. For BEEM Global, it takes an average of 4 minutes to deploy the same charger needed that requires zero construction and zero grid connection. BEEM has also been awarded a GSA MAS contract to provide their chargers to federal and state governments. The Biden administration has committed to deploying over 500,000 new public charging outlets by the end of 2030. The contract is valid through 2025 and is likely to be renewed. BEEM is the only company out of any of its competitors with a GSA MAS contract. BEEM also has 20 times the room for growth in their current facility and has plans to expand their quote-unquote cookie-cutter operations as sales grow due to this new contract. Lastly, not only is the levelized cost of energy cheapest for photovoltaic solar in comparison to all other forms of energy consumption, but the cost to produce photovoltaic solar modules themselves is also steadily decreasing. Over the past 4 decades, photovoltaic solar modules have fallen over 100% in cost. This can be heavily attributed to recent policy changes encouraging solar power generation, but can also be attributed to conversion efficiency technology being drastically improved in recent years. Costs will continue to drop as conversion technology improves, and this will contribute to margin improvements for BEEM, which is yet to be profitable. BEEM has also begun advertising on their EV ARCs, which is a new revenue line for the company that involves little cost. In order to reach an intrinsic value for BEEM Global, a 10-year discounted cash flow model was constructed. Using a terminal growth rate of 1.75% and a weighted average cost of capital of 8.12%, an intrinsic value of $95.49 was reached. Additionally, a sensitivity analysis of 50 basis points on the terminal growth rate and weighted average cost of capital was conducted, yielding a range of $89.15 to $109.05. Next, a price-to-sales model valuation was calculated using a blended average price-to-sales multiple of 72.2x, resulting in an intrinsic value of $191.67. Finally, an enterprise value to revenue multiple valuation was conducted using a blended average enterprise value to revenue multiple of 59.38x, resulting in an intrinsic value of $143.08. By weighing these three models 90, 5, and 5, a price target of $104.59 was reached, resulting in a 115.92% potential upside. While the company has yet to run into any problems selling their products, they have still yet to produce a profit as a public company. Inability to continue on a path towards profitability due to that company's high cost of goods sold and selling, general, and administrative expenses could drop BEEM's per share price. Next, one of BEEM's customers, the City of New York, generated 44% of the company's revenue in 2019, and another customer generated 22% of their revenues. Neither customer possesses any obligation to purchase more electric vehicle chargers or renew their contracts. For the company's last risks, while BEEM does not have any direct competitors for their non-grid-tied products, the company still competes with grid-tied charging stations. BEEM does not have the same resources as some of these larger companies, so the risk lies in their ability to market and make customers aware of their superior product offering. Desmond Wheatley is the Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer for BEEM Global. Wheatley is also on the board of AdMonsters LLC and the Human Capital Group Incorporated. Mr. Wheatley previously was the Chief Executive Officer for iAccess FZ LLC, founding partner at Crichton Hill, and President ENS at Kratos Defense and Security Solutions. Catherine McDermott is the Chief Financial Officer for BEEM Global. McDermott previously was President, CFO, Secretary, and Treasurer at Turtle Beach Corporation, Chief Financial Officer and Secretary at Genesis Incorporated, Vice President of Finance for Lantronix Incorporated, Chief Financial Officer for National Pen Company LLC, and Chief Financial Officer at Styco Industries. In closing, it is recommended that BEEM Global be added to the AIM Small Cap Domestic Fund at a price target of $104.59, representing a 115.92% upside. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.